Hey guys, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is swinging back onto the big screen, and today we are diving into our movie preview video of Spider-Man Brand New Day, directed by Destin Cretton. This latest superhero adventure is based on the Marvel Comics character Spider-Man iconic web slinger and serves as the 38th film in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It is also the fourth installment in the MCU Spider-Man film series following the blockbuster success of Spider-Man No Way Home, and is an important chapter in Marvel Studios Phase 6. This time, Peter Parker returns with a brand new beginning, new challenges, and mysterious new powers that could change his life forever. But with great power comes even great responsibility, and Spider-Man is about to face one of the most personal battles of his life when the movie swings into United States theaters on July 31st, thanks to Sony Pictures releasing. Let's dive deep into the movie preview video of Spider-Man Brand New Day by discussing its positive and negative aspects. Before we jump into the positives and negatives of the movie preview video, let's quickly take a look at what the movie is all about. After the events of Spider-Man No Way Home, Dr. Stephen Strange's magical spell makes the entire world forget that Peter Parker ever existed. 4 years later, Peter lives a lonely life with no friends or family remembering him. He continues to protect New York City as Spider-Man while keeping his identity a secret. As he fights crime on his own, he discovers a powerful new enemy that threatens the city. At the same time, Peter begins to notice strange changes in his spider powers. These unexpected changes could make him stronger, but they might also put him and everyone around him in great danger. Spider-Man must uncover the truth behind this new threat while learning to control his evolving abilities before it is too late. Positives of the movie. One of the movie's biggest strengths is its emotional and character-driven story. After the heartbreaking ending of Spider-Man No Way Home, Peter Parker has truly lost everything. No one remembers who he is. He has no family to turn to, and is forced to rebuild his life completely from scratch. This fresh beginning allows the film to deliver the grounded neighborhood Spider-Man story that fans have been waiting for. Instead of relying on the Avengers or another multiverse adventure, the movie focuses entirely on Peter's personal journey and his responsibility as New York's friendly neighborhood hero. This version of Peter Parker feels older, wiser, and far more experienced. He has fully embraced the life of Spider-Man, dedicating himself to protecting the city every single day. His loneliness, sacrifice, and determination become the emotional core of the film, making his journey both relatable and deeply moving. The story also keeps audiences guessing by centering around a mysterious crime wave and an unseen threat. Rather than revealing everything early, the film builds suspense gradually, making every new discovery feels exciting. One of its most fascinating ideas is Peter's mysterious physical evolution. His powers begin changing in dangerous and unpredictable ways, creating an internal battle that is just as compelling as the external conflict. Watching Spider-Man struggle against his own abilities adds a fresh twist to the character and raises the emotional stakes throughout the movie. Visually, the film is absolutely stunning. The web swinging sequences across New York are breathtaking, capturing Spider-Man's speed, agility, and freedom with spectacular cinematography. The nighttime visuals, polished visual effects, and creative action choreography combine to create some of the most exciting superhero action seen in recent years, while still maintaining the grounded feel that defines Spider-Man. The performances are equally impressive. Peter Parker delivers what feels like his strongest performance, yet balancing emotional vulnerability with heroic confidence. The supporting cast expands Peter's world naturally, while the main villain stands out as one of the best in the entire Spider-Man series. His dark presence combined with Peter's internal struggle makes every confrontation feel powerful and meaningful. Overall, Spider-Man Brand New Day delivers heartfelt storytelling, thrilling action, stunning visuals, and genuine emotional depth. It successfully returns Spider-Man to his roots while introducing exciting new ideas, making it one of the most enjoyable and memorable Spider-Man adventures in a long time. Negatives of the movie. While Spider-Man Brand New Day delivers an emotional new chapter for Peter Parker, it is not without its flaws. The idea of Peter starting over after everyone forgets who he is, one of the film's strongest emotional themes, but the movie revisits this tragedy so frequently that it begins to feel repetitive. Instead of constantly moving the story forward, it repeatedly reminds viewers of everything Peter has lost. Another Another issue is Peter's evolving abilities. Spider-Man has always been celebrated as the friendly neighborhood hero whose relatable struggles make him special, but some of his new powers feel surprisingly supernatural, making him seem less grounded than fans may expect. The film also tries to juggle too many storylines at once. It has to establish Peter's new life, introduce fresh supporting characters, explain the changing powers, develop the main villain, continue the events of Spider-Man No Way Home, and lay the groundwork for future MCU projects. As a result, several important moments feel rushed and underdeveloped. The movie keeps its main villain and central threat hidden for much of the runtime, creating plenty of mystery. However, the eventful payoff is not as satisfying as the suspense suggests. We are expecting another massive multiverse adventure like No Way Home may also find the film's smaller, more personal approach less exciting. Since everyone's memories of Peter have been erased, the emotional chemistry with beloved characters like MJ and Ned is largely absent. While the new supporting cast is decent, they never quite get the same emotional connection. The film also spends time setting up future Marvel stories, occasionally taking focus away from Peter's own character arc. Despite its darker tone and heartfelt moments, Spider-Man Brand New Day still follows several familiar MCU formulas. By the end, the mystery surrounding the villain often overshadows Peter's emotional journey, leaving the heart of the story feeling less impactful than it could have been. This superhero movie has a strong story, smooth narration, and excellent direction that keeps you hooked from beginning to end. The supporting cast does a great job and adds plenty of depth to the film, but the real highlights are Peter Parker, MJ, and Frank Castle, who deliver brilliant performances. They bring emotion, charm, and intensity to every scene, making their characters stand out and leaving a lasting impression. The cinematography is one of the movie's biggest highlights, featuring stunning visuals and beautifully captured locations that make every frame visually appealing. Spider-Man Brand New Day successfully delivers a refreshing new direction for the franchise by focusing on Peter Parker's lonely life after the events of No Way Home instead of relying on another massive multiverse storyline. The mysterious new villain, Peter's evolving powers, and the grounded New York setting create a more personal and character-driven superhero adventure. However, the movie occasionally struggles to balance its emotional storytelling with its action sequences, and some uneven pacing holds it back. Despite these flaws, it remains an enjoyable and promising new chapter in Spider-Man's journey. In my opinion, Spider-Man Brand New Day is definitely worth watching on the big screen. So grab your popcorn, head to your nearest theater, and experience the adventure when it releases on 31st July. Spider-Man Brand New Day delivers a heartfelt and refreshing new chapter for Peter Parker after the epic events of No Way Home. Rather than chasing bigger multiverse spectacle, the film focuses on Peter's loneliness, responsibility, and his struggle to rebuild a life in a world that has forgotten him. The darker atmosphere, grounded New York setting, and mystery surrounding his evolving powers keep the story engaging and true to Spider-Man's roots. However, the film does not fully stick the landing. A forgettable villain and over-reliance on the familiar Marvel formula, excessive setup for future projects, and overly complicated new powers weaken its emotional impact, preventing it from matching the unforgettable resonance of No Way Home. Spider-Man Brand New Day has impressed critics with mostly positive reviews, and we give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. The strong word of mouth is expected to help bring plenty of fans to theaters when the movie finally arrives. Based on the early buzz, we expect Spider-Man Brand New Day to earn around 183 million during its opening weekend, making it another strong start for Marvel's favorite web slinger. And that's a wrap on our Spider-Man Brand New Day movie preview video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, drop your thoughts in the comment, share this with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more movie previews and reviews. You can also use the thanks option to support the channel. Your support truly means the world to us. Until next time, take care, stay safe, stay youthful, and keep watching our videos. And remember, Spider-Man is out there doing everything he can to protect New York and stop the villain. This time he has to face the battle all by himself, making his journey more emotional than ever. Every shout of support reminds us why Peter Parker never gives up. No matter how difficult the fight becomes, he's fighting for all of us. Now it is our turn to support him. Let's rally behind our hero and watch him prove once again why he will always be our one and only friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Thank you.